Hey everyone, J-Ro here, back with another Final Fantasy 7 Ever Crisis video, and today I am bringing you my clear for the critical threat event, the Rufus Solo Crash. Alright, so before we get into it, if you could please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can be notified when I post new videos. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into the Rufus details. He is weak against nothing, resistance to nothing, recommended sigil to bring is triangle. He is immune to poison, darkness, silent stun, fatigue, fog. He uses many powerful physical attacks, protects his allies with provoke, while force gauge D-Link is active. The gauge can be depleted with damage. Unleashes the powerful single target attack bright light if attempts to interrupt, begin, reload A, or fail. Depleting force gauge reload to 0 during reload B will cancel the action. Inflicts fatigue with up in smoke and up in smoke redux. Physical attacks are effective against this enemy. Alright, so we definitely want to bring a physical based team. That means physical defense down. Since he's not weak or resistant to anything, you can bring Vincent, you can bring anybody, Tifa, anybody really. So let's go ahead and take a look at his companion, the Dark Star. It is weak to ice, resistance to lightning, no sigils. It is immune to poison, darkness, silent stun, fatigue, fog, so not enfeeble. Attacks the same target as Rufus, making provoke an effective strategy to protect your allies. Uses support ability, barrier, and mana ward, depending on the damage taken by Rufus. Alright, so now let's go ahead and jump into my team. For me, I brought Sid, Aerith, and Vincent. So before we get into it, let's go ahead and start off by looking at the string, the high wind. Here are the stats, here are the abilities, and then here we go look at the roll strings right quick. This is Aerith, nothing to talk about here, just more healing. Sid, nothing is upgraded, and Vincent, nothing is upgraded. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with Sid. Alright, so Sid is running his astronaut costume with buff debuff extension all allies and cosmic protection. In the main hand, we have the Rocket Lance giving us enfeeble and ice resist down. Also the R ability to attack all allies and buff debuff extension. Next up, we are bringing the Pole Axe, which gives us a mid-tier cast for physical and magic attack down for all enemies, maximum high. Our abilities are boost HP and physical ability potency. Next up, we do have the Ultimate Spear, which gives us a chance to raise physical attack on one ally to high. Then also giving the R abilities buff debuff extension and magic defense. For sub equips, we are bringing the Orchid Shovel for earth resist and physical defense all allies. The Bouquet for fire resist and physical defense all allies. And the Bahamut Greatsword for physical attack all allies, physical ability potency. With this, his R abilities come out to be boost HP level 4, fire resist level 3, ability potency level 2, physical ability potency level 3, and buff debuff extension level 7. For his materia, we have him with a triangle sigil ruin, that is a physical attack, physical defense stat stick. We have a breach that we do use. This is a physical defense and HP stat stick as well. And we also have a circle sigil ruin that is a physical defense HP stat stick. He is using his hyper jump limit break. So with this, his stats come out to be HP 17.3k, physical attack 8.4k, magic attack 6.2k, physical defense 316. Alright, let's go ahead and jump over to Aerith. Aerith is running her festive crimson attire, giving her reprieve and New Year's protection. In the main hand, we're running the Bahamut's Rod, giving us our heal, physical defense up mid tier, and also an additional 1 ATB whenever her HP is lower than 90%. Giving the R abilities magic attack our allies and heal. Next up, we do have the Citric Wand. This will raise the ice damage of one ally to high, along with magic attack as well, and also gives her the R ability magic attack and buff debuff extension. Alright, of course we're bringing our Princess Guard along for our additional 3 ATB and a 30% heal, giving the R abilities of boost heal and regen boost. For sub equips, we have her running the Fafnir rifle for HP and physical defense. We have the Rocket Punch for earth resist, physical defense all allies. And we have the Bahamut Cutter for physical attack all allies and physical ability potency. With this, her R abilities come out to be boost HP level 3, physical defense level 4, heal level 7, physical ability potency level 3, buff debuff extension level 4. Alright. For her materia, we have her in the third materia slot, an Asuna Fatigue, because we do need to be able to remove fatigue in this battle. It is a physical defense stat stick. Then we have a single target Cura in the second slot. That is a heal and physical defense stat stick. Last but not least, she is also bringing a Breach along. That is a physical defense and magic attack stat stick. Alright. And then also we're bringing her Limit Break Breath of the Earth. So with all of this, her stats come out to be HP 16.9k, Pack Attack 7.2k, Magic Attack 6.6k, Physical Defense 292, Heal 4.9k. Alright, so now let's go ahead and jump over to our DPS. We brought along Vincent and his new Coat of the Worthy, giving him boost attack all allies and Crimson Hue of the Worthy. In the main hand, we have Gun of the Worthy, giving us our ice damage, but then also allowing Vincent to place ice weakness on Rufus. It will give us also the R ability physical attack all allies and ice potency. In the secondary slot, we have the T03 Model N, giving us physical attack and physical ability potency. We're bringing along the Death Penalty, giving us our abilities an amplified boost of 40%, and also Stream Phase ATB boost and ability potency for the R abilities. In the sub equips, we're bringing Pressure Ridge for physical attack and ice potency, the Glavenus Sword for HP and physical ability potency, and the Junk Collar for physical defense and fire resist. So, looking at the R abilities, they are boost HP level 4, physical attack level 7, physical defense level 3, ice potency level 7, fire resist level 3, ability potency level 3, physical ability potency level 4. Our party-wide R abilities are Aerith, giving us physical attack our allies level 3, magic attack our allies level 6, physical defense our allies level 3. Sid is giving us physical attack our allies level 3, physical defense our allies level 4, attack our allies level 6, and buff debuff extension our allies level 2. And then Vincent is giving us physical attack our allies level 6, attack our allies level 2, and then of course the Stream Phase ATB boost. Looking at materia, in the third materia slot, we have a Triangle Sigil Ruinra that is a physical attack stat stick. In the secondary slot, we have a Fire Blow that is a physical attack HP physical defense stat stick. And then in the first slot, we do have a physical defense HP physical attack stat stick that is a Cura that we won't be using for healing. It's literally here for stats. Alright. Vincent is bringing Shiva along because he is the ice DPS. Alright, so with everything, Vincent's stats come out to be HP 17.4k, Pack Attack 13.1k, Mag Attack 6k, Physical Defense 279. Alright, Well, let's go ahead and jump in and get this solo clear against Rufus Crash Battle. Alright, so let's get started here. So, for starters, Sid is going to use his poleaxe to get the physical attack down on both Darkstar and Rufus. Aerith is going to get our physical defense up. And Vincent, he's just going to burn a little bit of ATB just so he can wait to put the ice weakness on Rufus, okay? That way it lasts a little longer, because there's no point of it being that early otherwise. Alright. From here, we want to get healed up. And we'll go ahead and apply the ice weakness now. I'm going to go ahead and throw a breach in. Go ahead and get the enfeeble and ice resist down going on Rufus. Alright. And everything is ready to go. Alright, Rufus is targeting the person I need him to target. Meanwhile, Sid did go ahead and use his awesome weapon to buff Vincent's attack, and he used Death Penalty's ability, being able to hit for a 1 million damage hit. Almost taking out the bar in 2 hits there, good. Alright, now we're going to just defend here. Alright. Gonna go ahead and use Breath of the Earth to get our heal back in. Alright, so next up, after this next hit, the bar for the D-Link is gonna be gone, which is great. Now what we need to do is focus Darkstar and get the enfeeble and ice resist down on him. That way when I do one hit, that way I can use Shiva to take out Darkstar without targeting it anymore. Alright, making sure all of my buffs and debuffs are ready, and let's go. Alright. And now Rufus is stunned, or should we say stopped. And this is ample time for me to get a few extra hits in. Making sure enfeeble goes back on, because it did just fade off. Oh yeah, that's right, I need to go back over here and put it back on myself. But first, let's make sure that physical attack is down, okay? Alright, and now those rapid refracting lights are very deadly, so want to make sure that we defend against those. Alright, now we're going to use Aerith's last jubilation so we can be healed up. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use my last hit of the death penalty, in which we've already interrupted the reload. Alright, which stunned him. Alright, making sure that physical defense is down. Alright, making sure our ice damage is up. Alright, need to watch Sid right there. Get this hit in right quick. Yeah, let's go ahead and use Breath of the Earth. Alright. Next up. Alright. Gonna make sure. Oh my. Alright, gonna make sure the ice damage is up. Gonna go ahead and get a hyper jump in here to give him another stop. And go ahead and use Shiva too. Alright, one more hit and it's done. Alright, let's see. Alright, come on Vincent, knock it out. Alright, there we go. Alright, and there you have it. That is how we take down the critical threat solo crash against Rufus. Alright, so just a little quick takeaway. Bringing someone like Vincent with his new ice weakness ability was great here, because of the simple fact Darkstar was already weak against ice, and now Vincent being able to make Rufus be weak to ice made it so much easier to take him down. Of course, also with pairing him with Sid, because Sid has enfeeble and ice resist in one move, and then also being able to pair with Era for the ice damage up. You definitely want to make sure you bring physical defense up. You definitely want to make sure you probably have a little bit of fire resist in your characters, because that opening move does do fire-based damage. Well, other than that, I think that just about covers it. I want to thank you for watching the video. If you did find it useful or enjoyable, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell so you can be notified when I post new videos. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Later.